需要再高一点，
刚好。
需要最高一点。
Are you trying to get voice or trying to pick up the voice?
Oh, it's okay.
还需要吗？
不用。
开始了吗？
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Lena, and I want to ask you some question. The first question is, can you give me your definition of leadership?
Yes. It's not a book definition. It's not a definition that came from a book. So you'll probably be reading a different one than I have. But my definition of a leader is, or leadership, would be a scenario in which a person is able to be a strong enough advocate or communicator to a larger team of people, so they become very effective in going forward with a decision or a change in direction for a company or a personal idea. So anyone that's able to garner enough support from a group, and they're able to get those people on board with what they're doing in order to achieve their own goals.
Okay, thank you. Who is your favorite leadership?
Leader?
Yeah, leader.
Yes.
I have actually a recent boss who just left the university, and he was an absolutely amazing leader, and I'll tell you why. The quality that I saw in him that was so strong was that he was able to make me do my work without telling me to do my work. He had this incredible, and I don't know what his secret was. I wish I knew what the secret was, but we would talk, and he would motivate me and inspire me to feel very passionate about my work, without saying, you have to feel passionate about your work, or you must do this, or you must do that. So he never dictated my actions, but just through our conversation and the way that he was able to inspire me, I just wanted to work as hard as I could. And so for me, to have him as my leader, it just made me want to be the best that I could be. And I ended up feeling very good about my work. So it wasn't just about him all the time. It wasn't about him feeling like I'm this leader. It was about him empowering his followers to do the best that they could and to feel really good about their work.
So usually you prefer to do the job alone, or usually like the teamwork?
That is a good question. For me, it depends. My preference depends on who my team is. If I have a really strong team and everybody's going to contribute equally and people enjoy the work and they feel passionate about it, then I prefer to work on a team. If I have teammates who don't put an effort in, they don't have the same level of passion, they don't seem to care as much about what's happening as I do, then I prefer to work alone. So the environment is highly determines whether I want to be independently working or working with this particular group.
And do you think making friends with your followers will improve your effect of your work?
Yes, and that's probably the greatest challenge.
Yeah, but someone think maybe, you can't deal the things fair because your follower is your friends.
You mean a barrier to why you wouldn't want to have friends? I can't see any situations where you wouldn't want to have some level of friendship. I think it's important to maintain a professional distance with some of your, I wouldn't want to work with all my best friends, because then if you've gotten in a situation that was difficult, you might lose your friends.
Yeah.
But I think that a certain level of friendship is, to have allies and to have a relationship is so important. Because sometimes you need to let your guard down. Sometimes you have to maintain your distance and your professionalism, and you don't want to show somebody that your side where you're having a bad day or you're hurt or you just want to be like this, but that's exhausting. And I think if you don't have a relationship or a friendship, you can never let your guard down. You can never be human. And so when you're trying to maintain a level of leadership day in and day out for year after year, it's very tiring. So if you have that friendship, they understand you're human and that you're going to have a bad day and you're going to come to work late, or you're going to have to leave early, or you're going to get sick, or whatever it is that makes you human. And And if you don't have that, then it's going to be very stressful.
Okay. Do you punish or praise your followers in public, or
Punish or praise?
Yeah.
Yeah, punish is a strong word, but I do tell the truth, and I do honestly give my feedback openly in front of my other team, the other team members, because I feel it's important to set expectations, and I also feel it's important not to feel that somebody. I want everybody to see that we can all make mistakes, and we can all have great successes. So if I'm only having one-on-one meetings and I'm getting angry with you, you don't know that I also get angry with her. And not angry, that's kind of strong too, but like the other day I had to talk with one of my colleagues because he made an error. And I told him in front of the group. And I wasn't trying to embarrass him, but I said, you have to be more careful about this because you made this error. And the reason I thought it was important to do it in the group is because the next time someone else makes an error, they're going to know that they're not the only person makes the error, and that we all sort of share that responsibility. And that it's not about whether you're right or wrong, it's about being careful and doing the best job you can. So, but I do the same thing with praise. If I feel that one of my team members has been particularly hardworking, or has led an event that is very good, or has had a student that told me that they were fantastic, I'm going to say that in front of the group. Because that person should know that that they're being recognized. So I think it goes both ways. Obviously, if it's something that's very personal and that is very horrible, then I won't tell the other group. But I think if it's a simple thing that could be a demonstration of just equality kind of thing, then I think it's fine to share.
Thank you. How about, do you think a leader should be a hero?
And what's a hero? How do you define a hero?
It means they're strong. It's how to say? His or her ability is higher than others a long way. Yeah.
I think that's a kind of a misunderstanding or a misinterpretation of leadership, because there are certainly people who are not very dominant and who are not going to be in positions of power.
Yeah.
But they are leaders within their own way. So I think you can demonstrate leadership in such small ways. Like, for instance, if somebody asks you to do a project, you can just do the bare minimum, or you can